Welcome to the Pig Stop. Today we'll be covering the Brompton Tool Kit. Brompton Tool Kit is very useful, and this is how you remove it. And you see there's a notch here. This is where the tool kit and the cover sits together. So when you pull it out, when you close it back, make sure it aligns. That's about it when you come to keeping. It comes with a wrench. Okay. This is a 15mm where you remove your derailleur and your wheels, and this is basically a torque wrench. Move towards the left is to release, move towards the right is to tighten. Left to release, right to tighten. Okay, and all these tool kits, all these pieces sits into all these slots. I've lined them up so it'll be easier for me to explain later. There's 4 pieces, as you can see. So this is a 6mm and 2mm Allen key. Here will be 5 and 2.5, 5 and 2.5. You can see. Next is 4 and 2. The last piece will be the fillet head and a flat head. So how do you use this? Simple. Just put it in and you can torque it now. You can do whichever way you want. Okay, this is to torque and this to release is the other direction now. Okay, torque is clockwise, right? Okay, now if you want to switch it to the other direction, just flip it over and it slots in nicely. Okay. This is basically the set that we're looking at. Now, this is the interesting part. These 2 pieces is basically to remove your tires if you have a flat along the way. Pry it open and slot it through. This is how you remove for tires. We'll probably do a video on how to replace a flat tire. And then over at this end, these 2 pieces are basically 8mm nut wrench, and this is 10mm. Okay. I will demonstrate later where all these nuts sits. So you can see. And this piece here, I purposely slot in 2 other pieces into this tiny slot here. Okay, you can see that slot, and it sits in nicely here. 2 pieces. Okay, what are these 2 pieces? One piece I cut off a rough grit sandpaper, and this is your inner lining patched when you have a flat tire. So what you do is you buffer the inner lining a bit, clean it off with water or wet tissue, and then you have this stick over, and then you resolve your flat issue along the way. And this is how I keep my spares in my Brompton Tool Kit. So let me run through. Okay, let's start with size. Let's start with size 6. 6 will be better. Okay, where does size 6 sit? Size 6 is the biggest. So size 6 will come into here. Okay. And if you want to torque it, this is how you do it. This is to tighten it now. Okay, and it's very tight. You want to loosen it, I move it to the other direction and I loosen it. Push towards the anti-clockwise direction, and then that's where you release it. Tighten is to put it the other direction. Okay, very simple. Size 6. This is the only screw that you need size 6. Put back size 6 and now to size 5. Size 5 is where it sits into here. Okay, size 4 comes out. size 4, sorry, size 4 is this, an apology. Size 4 is here. Okay, size 3, there's no size 3 nut over around, look at that, the Brompton. So, is that, okay, now, okay, your 2.5, 2.5, no, that's 2.5, correct, yeah. Sits into here, 2.5, all these are 2.5. And this is your size 2. That's for your brake pad. Okay, if you need to adjust your brake pad. So as you can see, Brompton has quite a complete set that's lined up for you. Okay, now I'll assemble the entire set for you to see, and then where it should be kept on the Brompton itself. Normally, I will put in. You feel that it sits in neatly. If you don't feel the click, when you move, the coating will drop. So what you do is you push it in a bit, because all these are rubber. So you just push it in a bit and let it sit nicely. And you see this piece sticking out. Later you'll see why you need this piece to be sticking out. And these two pieces, when you assemble, the logo facing out, and it sits in this way. And you see the slot here. There's a slight groove that is sliding down. This is where this piece will slide down neatly and tuck inside. And there's a clip here. You assemble it. Like I say, the cover have a notch. Line up the two notches, the male and female piece for the notch, and it sits in. Okay. And now where this piece is going to be kept in the Brompton. This is, you can fold the bite. This is where you keep your Brompton Tool Kit. Earlier I was telling you why this piece is sticking out. This serves as a handle for you to pull and tuck it in at the same time. And when you click, you close the bite up. Close the bite up. And you see the two kits reside inside nicely. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.